It's very important for us to actually lay a foundation of all this and to know where it all started from. Yes, a tripartite set was set on board for us to look at the whole thing, but unfortunately, we are unable to arrive at an agreed minimum wage. What we need precisely, of course, the living wage, which the Labour and the President, of course, agree upon. But again, it's important for us to understand that even if we can't have a living wage, let us have something tangible to go home with. The current 60,000 naira can't take us anywhere. That is the truth of the matter. The economy is actually biting hard. There's a lot of hunger in town. People are actually hungry. There's poverty. That is the truth of the matter. So we can't move forward with what's on ground. And Labour is willing to engage with federal government. But federal government also need to come around and engage further. We need to come together and engage further. What on ground is not just doable. 60,000 naira can't take us anywhere. You know, Labour has been Labour has put in a whole lot of things into this before we actually arrive on what we have. Though most people will be saying, yes, what they are putting on the table is outrageous, this and that. But again, if federal government actually puts in something more tangible on the ground, it is very obvious that Labour will shift ground and will be able to arrive at something tangible. But now, the strike has started. It's an indefinite strike. Though, it is not, strike is not what we want at all. It's not going to do any of us any good, both the Labour Union and government. But we don't have choice now.
When you
don't have any...
Sorry, I want to just follow up on what you said. When you say something more tangible,
yes,
what is something more tangible?
You know, there is what is called a living wage. There is what is called a manageable wage. There is what is called an acceptable wage, and there is what we call an agreeable wage. You know, a living wage is what Labour proposed. You know, and like a manageable wage is what they have reduced it to. You know, an acceptable and an agreeable wage could be something within 150, 180, 200. You understand? We can have that and start engaging and discussing. You know, it is important for us to understand this very well. Yes, if federal government said, okay, they can't do that, Labour will come and say, okay, yes, give us your scenario. How did you arrive at what you are putting on the table? We can start with that and move ahead. But 60,000 naira can't do anything. That is just the truth of the matter. We can't go anywhere with that. I'm sure so many of us go to the market. You know, the price of a paint, a small paint of tomatoes. I was in the market last week. I was in the market last week.
I know you. I know, Claire, you voice that.
Once in a while, I go to the market anytime I'm angry. My wife says, okay, don't worry, go. I went to the market. I price. I told those women.
You did?
Yes.
Oh, good, beautiful.
I told those women I will come back in. When they were saying it's 6,000 naira last, the small paint. I said, okay, I will come back in the evening. I went there in the evening, lo and behold, they say, okay, you are back. We'll remove 200 naira for you. 5,800, the small that we normally buy for 300 naira. So if we can cook a pot of soup with 10,000, a kilo of meat now is 6,650.